Hey Marvel Universe action figure collectors, this is Arcangel61911 coming at you with a review. So I'll be doing a couple of comic packs for my next two reviews, and the first one I decided to do was the Daredevil and Bullseye Marvel's Greatest Comic Pack. And this is a fantastic pack. He's been popping up in Walmarts and Targets recently, and if you get him at Walmart you can get it for $15. Target I think is more like $18, so be on the lookout for this pack because this is, in my opinion, the definitive versions of Daredevil and Bullseye, and I have the other Daredevil and Bullseye for comparison just to show you. So let's go on with the review. Let's go ahead and start with the packaging. So real good image of Daredevil and Bullseye there on the front. Some great artwork. The issue that comes with it is Daredevil, Man Without Fear. Number 132. You know, very old school, Silver Age comic book. It's Daredevil and Bullseye fighting at a circus, so you know, not too bad of a read. And here's the back. So we see Daredevil and Bullseye, Wonder Man and Quicksilver, which I'll be reviewing next. Then we have the Iron Fist and Power Man, which I don't have. So there you go. Feel free to pause if you want to read that. So great packaging right there. Awesome artwork. So let's go on with the figures. Let's start off with Bullseye. So great figure. This Bullseye was way better than the one that was released in the Marvel Universe. I think it was Series 1. So first of all, his head sculpt. Love it. Love the smirk on his face. Blue eyes look great. The Bullseye logo on the forehead is very cool. He just looks maniacal. Very awesome. Okay. For the most part, you know, Bullseye's uniform is pretty simple, but I think Hasbro did a really good job of giving it some more life to it, especially with the blue highlights, blue shading on the white parts. It's very cool. Okay. You didn't get that in the last figure. The belt is a separate piece, not molded onto the plastic. You could remove it if you'd like. I'm not going to do that. But you also see the highlights of blue there. Very nice. Okay. So there's a holster for the knife in the back. And there's a holster for on the leg for the gun. So I'll show that in a second. And the rest of the figure is pretty much the same. You got your black, got your white boots with the blue shading. So that's pretty cool. So very awesome looking figure. Okay. So for accessories, you get this knife, kind of a kunai, very tiny knife. Okay. So easily, it can easily be lost if you're not too careful. So I just kind of leave it in the holster. Pistol's pretty cool though, so probably display it with him holding on to it. Okay, nice little detail. Pretty much silver throughout. Would have been nice if they would have had maybe a black clip or something like that. That would have been nice. But very cool. So there he is. Now I'm going to do a quick comparison of the old Bullseye figure. So there it is. So as for one, this Bullseye's a lot taller. He's not as hunched over. This Bullseye has a deck of cards that have been molded onto the hand, so you can't even remove it. So a lot of people didn't like that. A lot more detail on the belt, darker color. Facial expression is pretty good on this one, so can't complain on that. Okay. And then this one has better articulation, so let's go over that real quick. You got your ball jointed head, got your ball hinged shoulders, you got a swivel bicep, hinged elbows, swivel wrist, ball jointed torso, swivel waist. You got your ball joint on the hips, got a swivel upper calf, double hinged knees, and ball hinged ankles. Let's see, and swivel calf. So amazing articulation on this guy. Okay, So that is Bullseye. Okay. Next figure is Daredevil. Okay. Probably my favorite of the two. This is a very nice Daredevil. My favorite part about this figure is the red color. It's kind of a dark blood red with the shades, with the shading around the muscle definition. It just makes this figure really pop out. Great head sculpt. Same, once again, you get that black shading, and you know it has a nice leather look to it. The outfit, which is really good. The red eyes look great. Very nice, but you gotta love that muscle definition. Check that out. The shading makes this figure really pop. Okay. You know, he has a very simple, you know, straight to the point red costume. So for Hasbro to do that, it really makes the costume stand out more. Then you get your double D's on the chest. Okay. Innuendo, not done on purpose. Okay, so it looks good. It's ripped. Alright, for Daredevil you get this belt that is not molded to the plastic, so it can be removed, not going to. And you got the holster here for your canes. So your cane, which is two separate pieces but can be placed together as one. There you go. So you could fit both of them onto the holster, but it really stretches out the plastic, so I just put one. Okay. Do a quick comparison. Now I have the dark variant because I didn't really like the other one. But once again, you got your height there. The hunchness on this one's not that good. So, you know, better red, I think, being darker. This one came with a nunchuck. And as for your facial sculpt, I think that the one in the compact is way better. Okay, so there's a little quick comparison. And articulation is the same as in the Bullseye. Okay, so very much the same. So some great articulation on this guy. All right. So I highly recommend this pack, especially now that it's been re-released for $15 at Walmart. You can't go wrong. That's $7.50 a figure, and you get a comic book. These two figures are fantastic. Highly recommend them. So I'm gonna have to get rid of my other two somehow or another because I want to. I don't need two Daredevils and I don't need two Bullseyes, and these are the ones to keep. All right. So until next time, you guys. This is Archangel 61911 signing off.